Welcome to Safe Money Strategies with Susan Moore-Vault, president of Moore Financial Strategies. Susan specializes in working with those over the age of 50 and is now in her 20th year as a financial services professional in Tucson. None of Susan's clients has ever lost a dime in this market. Susan is an Air Force veteran, a former detective, a mother, and a grandmother. Susan's mantra is get educated about your options so you can make informed decisions. And now, here's your host, Susan Moore-Vault.
Protecting all you have. More financial strategies.
Well, good morning, Tucson. This is Susan Moore-Vault. As always, thank you so much for spending this time with me so early in the morning on Saturday. And to my regular listeners, I just appreciate that you're there. Hi, George. Thank you for being there. And let's see, who are some of my regular listeners that tell me that? Oh, Maria, Miss Maria, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon. And also, Cricket, how are ya? Appreciated the chance to visit with you, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again soon also. But at any rate, folks, I really want to do a shout out to my clients, and thank you so much for just being there and allowing me to serve you. It's a privilege and an honor for me. I'd like to just tell new listeners a little bit about me. I've been in business in Tucson for over 21 years now. And I originally came here from New York. I was stationed here at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in 74. Tells you how old I am. 63 last month, actually. At any rate, after I got out of the Air Force, I became the first woman detective at the county attorney's office and started the 88 crime program, which is still very successful today, and I'm very proud of that accomplishment. I started in the insurance business back in 1990. I was working for Northwestern Mutual Life, and I spent about 8 years with them, and then I went independent. So I have been in business for a long time, and I'm very, very proud to tell you that in all of those years, none of my clients has ever lost a dime due to market volatility using my strategies. My safe money strategies make the difference for folks for the rest of their lives. My mantra is get educated on your options so you can make informed decisions. And the reason I'm different from most of the brokers and advisors out there is that I'm a retirement specialist. I work exclusively with pre- and post-retirees with an emphasis on maintaining and insuring your precious retirement dollars against loss. It's truly important for you to check out the folks that you're working with. You know, check the Better Business Bureau. We have an A+ rating there and have never had any complaints. And believe me, folks, if I wasn't telling the truth, there would be complaints. I'm pretty visible. I have the radio show. I have the Glenn Beck endorsement. I write the Your Money column for Inside Tucson Business the first Friday of each month, the Pima County Women's Journal. So I do have quite a bit of visibility. And if I wasn't telling the truth and if I was not taking good care of my clients, there would be complaints. And I encourage you, check me out with the Better Business Bureau. Check me out with the Department of Insurance. Check out anybody you're working with. There can be some awful surprises that you don't want to find out about when it's too late. I also encourage you to check out the fees that you're paying. If you're with a broker that's charging you fees, ask yourself, is this the only way to go? Think about the amount that you're paying that's out the window, gone, never to be used by you again because it's gone into a brokerage fee, or the fees that you're paying on mutual funds. There's a great website you can go to. It's www.personalfund.com. That's personalfund.com. And you can enter the letters, 5 letters representing your mutual fund, and find out exactly how much you're paying in fees. Don't you think you should know about that? Also, if you have a variable annuity, ladies and gentlemen, please consider coming in to see me. I really encourage you. I have important information that you really need to know about if you have a variable annuity. I'm sure you have no idea how much you're paying in fees and how much risk you have. So please give me a call at 296-4464. That's 296-4464. I would ask you, does your current advisor have a solid plan in place to protect you when the market crashes again, as it surely will? How much are you willing to risk? How much are you willing to lose? Let me ask you this. Would you be winning by not losing? I'm sure you lost money in the last downturn. Everybody did. If I could show you a way that it would never happen again, isn't it worth an hour of your time? And I don't even charge a fee. Do you have enough confidence in your current advisor to get a second opinion? Because I have information that will change your life forever. And I'll tell you something. If you don't know about this information, it could place you in serious financial jeopardy. I guess the last question I would ask you is, would you want to be rich? Or would you want to be absolutely, positively certain, without a doubt, that you would never be poor? I have a strategy that even if you run out of money, you'll never run out of income. Now, if that hasn't gotten you interested, I don't know what will. Please go to my website at www.morefs.com. That's morefs for financialstrategies.com. Along the top, there's a bar with drop-down menus. Click on Annuities. The first drop-down is the hidden truth about annuities. There are videos, there are TV clips, there's articles, so much information there. A great opportunity for you to get educated about this option. Further down on the home page are a couple of video clips, YouTubes, from 60 Minutes with Steve Croft doing an investigative report on the hidden fees inside 401ks. If you have a 401k, you need to know about this. If you have an old 401k from an old job or an IRA, come on in and see me. Let's roll it over and put it into something that's going to give you a 10% bonus and give you guaranteed income for life. If you want to look at estate planning, I can help you with that. You know, right now is the last and greatest time you can gift away $500,000. You need to know about the opportunities that are available for you now. I work with a fabulous attorney. Her name is Jane Larrabee. She's both an estate planning attorney and a tax attorney. And she also does special needs trusts. So come on in and see us. There's no charge for the consultation. 296-4464. That's 296-4464. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
More financial strategies.
Thanks for listening to Safe Money Strategies with Susan Moore Vault. Now, do you have money sitting in CDs or a money market and it's doing nothing? You can put it to work while still having access to 100% of your funds. And you can increase your income by $3,000 to $6,000 a month if you should need long-term care assistance while making no financial commitment. For a free report, call 520-296-4464. Now, you must be in average to good health to qualify. For this free report, call 520-296-4464. That's 520-296-4464. Call Susan Moore Vault today.
Hi, it's Glenn Beck for Susan Moore Vault of Moore Financial Strategies. Since her days serving in the Air Force and as a detective, Susan Moore has built a reputation on integrity, honor, and service. For the last 20 years, she has been conservatively managing assets, and get this, not one of her clients has ever lost one dime. For lifetime income programs, wealth transfer, long-term care planning, IRA, 401k, rollovers, and more, let Susan give you a free financial review. Call 296-4464. That's 296-4464.
Let's face it, 401ks are now 201ks, and IRA stands for I'm really angry. Our clients that made 10 to 20% 2 years ago still have it. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. You already trust the insurance industry to protect your home, your car, your life, even your loved ones. Why not rely on them to protect your retirement accounts too? Call Susan now at 520-296-4464. That's 520-296-4464. If Susan is unable to answer the phone or if she's on the other line, please leave your name and number and she'll call you back promptly. That number again for Susan Moore Vault is 520-296-4464.
More financial strategies.
Okay, we're back. I know that some folks don't understand annuities or how they work, and I've often been asked, well, how do I know how safe they are? And I always find that kind of interesting because they're in the market, so they have everything. 100% of their money is at risk. That's in the market, but they worry about the safety of annuities. And it's just always interesting. So I thought that I would share with you this article about the safety of fixed annuities. Investors nearing retirement need a way to protect and grow their assets while ensuring they will not run out of money in their lifetimes. How do market-based investments, such as stocks and bonds, measure up in that regard? Market investments vary in their levels of risk and can't guarantee a protection of principal. Until recently, that didn't seem to matter to people as long as the markets grew. Buy and hold was a strategy that was a mainstay philosophy for most investors. But if you think about that strategy, it describes only one action, an entrance strategy. It doesn't address when to exit. The declines of 2000 to 2002 and 2007 to 2009 were so rapid and deep that the average investor began to think, hold, until when, zero? But now it's a new world, and safely preserving retirement assets is a growing priority for most investors, as the number one concern retirees have is running out of their money. Are annuities safe? Immediate annuities, fixed annuities, and fixed indexed annuities all protect your principal by investing in extremely safe bonds and bond funds. Further, these annuities can guarantee a constant stream of income in retirement, no matter how long you live. The annuity with a life option cannot run out of income, as with an IRA or 401k. The fixed indexed annuity combines this security with the prospect of returns that are generally higher than those offered by traditional fixed annuities or savings instruments like CDs or money markets. The principal is never put at risk in the market. Only the yield that the principal generated is invested in the market. If the market rises, some of the gain is accrued back, tax deferred, and joins the principal in the lockbox. If the market declines, nothing flows back in and the principal remains the same. In other words, the principal plus annual credited gains are locked away and can only grow or stay the same from year to year. They can't go down. Since the inception of the fixed indexed annuity, no investor has lost any principal due to market volatility. The only way principal can go down is if the owner chooses to make an excess or premature withdrawal. Liquidity is rarely an issue due to innovations made to annuities allowing more access than is often suggested. There are multiple layers of protection. Annuities are sold and managed by private insurance companies. So it's fair to ask, what happens to the annuity if the issuing company fails? There are several tiers of protection that help ensure the fixed annuity will retain its value regardless of what happens with the company. First, as mentioned above, the principal in a fixed indexed annuity is invested in extremely safe bonds and bond funds. Those represent a real, non-speculative asset that doesn't disappear with a company that fails. Second, insurance companies are regulated by the states and are required to hold in reserve an amount equal to the obligations of all the annuities in force. In other words, there is a dollar-for-dollar backup within the company's reserves, so that if everybody wanted their money back the same day, it has to be there by law. Third, states require insurance companies to contract with reinsurers, and most companies